who built the pyramid knew everything about the universe, about our solar system, about the earth, knew everything.
What do you believe built the pyramids?
This is my personal opinion. After this, they will retract my PhD.
Filippo Biondi, you are the person that discovered the cylinders beneath the pyramids. Is that correct? With your technology?
People say like that, yes. yes, I'm joking, yes.
What the heck are the pyramids? What's the greatest lie that we've been told about the pyramids? And if the pyramids, the story of the pyramids is a lie, what does that say about our relationship to human history? Do we have to rewrite all of human history?
Probably yes, because if those cylinders are there, it means that I say if because we just measured some acoustic fingerprints, acoustic features of the Giza plateau. So to have the confirmation, 100% confirmation, we should go and see where is the entrance of those facilities. So we have to do some ground truth measurements, and if they are confirmed, I think that we have to rewrite history.
So that the pyramids are just the absolute very tip of the iceberg of what's happening below the surface. And if that's true, which it seems like it has to be true based on your research, absolutely everything that we think that we know about the pyramids and the structures is probably completely wrong.
Yeah, according to our measurements, yes. According to our measurements, we are observing mastodontic structures that are going below the earth. So the measurements are saying like that. If this is true, I say it again, if this is true, it means that we have to go there and check if they are really there. I think that history has to be rewrite because it is this we can say it also now that we are sure of one thing. On one thing we are sure, that the pyramids are not tombs. I'm not an Egyptologist because I am an engineer. I never studied history, so it is not my work to say something about the history. But according to this, I am pretty sure that to say that the pyramids are not tombs.
The common belief of the age of the pyramids has to be incorrect. Is that correct? How old do you believe the pyramids to be, and what evidence do you have to suggest that they're as old as you think they are?
Yeah, a few months ago, I went for the first time in Giza to have a tour there. For the first time in my life, and I saw those huge infrastructures, and I remain really excited to see them for the first time. What I can tell you, my personal opinion, I can say, okay, the pyramids are older than what do they say, but according to some particular features that we can observe only staying there or also staying there, we can say that the pyramids cannot be old as history is saying, so more than 4,000 years before Christ, but it can be more older with respect to that timeline. So also according to Professor Malanga theories that which I agree with him, and I tell you that I studied all his books saying this, that the pyramids are a pre-diluvian infrastructures. So they could be built in an epoch that we forgot everything about that. So approximately, let's say 3.36,000 in a time belonging 36,000 years ago until 14,000 years ago. They have been built in that time span.
If the pyramids are 100% not tombs, what are they exactly?
Yes, giving an answer to this question for me is very difficult. We are today we are confident that they are not tombs, because inside there are structures that are not tombs, but maybe the Giza plateau has or had more than one purpose, more than one. Let's say we are measuring huge structures that are going below the earth. We are measuring chambers that are located approximately 600 below, and there are also intricate horizontal interconnections between all the pyramids, also the Sphinx. In all Giza, there are a lot of connections. Then we are observing several shafts that are connecting the surface of the earth to below. There are hundreds. According to my colleague Trevor Grassi, he told me that, Filippo, there are really hundreds of shafts that are going below. Most of them, they are visible. There are 4 or 5 shafts visible between the Sphinx and the Pyramid of Khafre, but they are blocked by debris. In this moment, they are blocked by debris, so you can go inside. And we are confident that those shafts were used to give light and air to the facilities that are located below. So this is, for now, our studies that we made are this. Those shafts that now are blocked with debris should be unlocked, and so should be cleaned in order to see what there is underneath. So those shafts can be an entrance to the underground facilities that is located below Giza. If you ask me a purpose of this complex, I don't know. I can tell you that I agree with the theory of Christopher Dunn, where he said that, okay, it can be something related to electricity. Okay, I agree with that. There are also other theories connecting the Giza Plateau to a huge chemical reactor, but I personally do not agree about this theory. And then, but the thing that we can say is this: the Giza Plateau is rich of water, and so water is the principal actor that connects the function of this facility to. So water is very important to the principal function devoted to the Giza Plateau facility.
Why do you believe that the pyramids, there's all sorts of interesting mathematical things associated to the pyramids? I'm looking at some stuff now. The latitude, the Great Pyramid sits at approximately, from what I've just looked up, 29.9792 degrees north, which resembles 299,792, 458 meters per second, which is the speed of light. It's pyramids is the scales of the pyramid matches the size of the earth. There's stuff around the pi and golden ratio. The Great Pyramid sits at true north. The pyramids roughly resemble the pattern of Orion's belt. Why?
Yes, that's this question. I like it very much, very, very much, because it is the question of our life here in this universe. Look, I'm wearing this t-shirt here of Spoleto Listica. 2 months ago, we made a very nice, interesting conference there concerning the water, resonance of water, and the universe. And there I made my presentation was concerning our reality, and I said I was speaking about our reality that we are living here, because my personal opinion is that all this that we are living here is a simulation. It means that it's true. This can be a simulation. No, I can say can be a simulation. Why? Because there are a lot of things that we are observing, that I observed on according to the physics, the theory of physics, quantum mechanics, classical physics, that are connected to the law of the information theory. And that is very important. So, at that conference I spoke that our reality is governed by a single mathematical tool, mathematical operation or operator, let's say mathematical operator, called the Fourier transform. The Fourier transform collects the frequencies in the time domain and reshape all the frequencies in different places. So here we are observing what we are observing and we are living according to a spectrum, so a Fourier transform that we, with our consciousness, every time, Planck time, we perform. So our consciousness is devoted to provoke the so-called quantum function collapse. Okay? And you asked me why there are all these symmetries, geometrical similarities, all these things that has to be aligned to north, has to watch as the stars. Why all these geometrical alignments? Because the universe, it works like that. If you are able to collect a special codes, let's say like that can drive the entropy of the universe at certain levels, you can obtain some special abilities for humans to do something. Out of the body experience, time and space travels in a superluminal velocities, so you can transfer your consciousness, not the body, from point A to point B instantaneously. If certain frequencies are reached, if certain resonances are present. I don't know if I explained it well, this concept, because we have my English is not good, but I try to explain these things using the English.
This podcast is brought to you by Pendulum. Everyone's talking about GLP-1s right now, but what I find very interesting is supporting your body's own natural GLP-1 response without a prescription. That's what led me to Pendulum Metabolic Daily. It is a science-backed probiotic built around Akkermansia, a gut bacterium that's been studied by PhD researchers from Harvard, Berkeley, and Stanford. It's also the #1 GI doctor recommended Akkermansia probiotic. It's a 5-strain probiotic designed to support your body's natural GLP-1 response, helping you feel fuller longer, experience fewer cravings, and stay on track with your health goals. You just take 1 capsule a day with food. Some people notice fewer cravings and steadier energy in as little as a week, though everyone's experience is different. I like that it's supporting the foundation instead of chasing quick fixes. It's also supporting healthy blood sugar and metabolic health, making those afternoon energy dips a little less tempting. Right now, podcast listeners can get an exclusive 20% off their first order at pendulum.com/align. That's pendulum.com/align for an extra 20% off your first order. Again, that's pendulum.com/align. Get 20% off today. Maybe possibly the way it makes sense in my mind is that if a person exists in a state of entropy or disorganization, their ability to access information, there'll be like a feeling of static. And if you can create coherence with yourself, with the world, with nature, that static begins to diminish and you will be able to access infinite information, perhaps, if you're in complete alignment and coherence with the universe.
Yes, and to do like that, to do this, you need to build huge things that has to be aligned. And so you need to build massively structures aligned to certain geometries in order to get access to those things. Yes, this is the sense. So these structures are aligned. They are using particular shapes in order to get access through our consciousness to something. That is the purpose of the pyramids. So you have to mix frequencies, so the water, geometry, our consciousness, because without our consciousness, nothing works, in order to do something.
Who do you believe built the pyramids?
People that
what do you believe built the pyramids?
Yeah, people that were living on this earth before the Great Flood. Before the Great Flood, there were people here, and those people built the pyramids. You know, human consciousness is special. Human consciousness is special. After the Great Flood, this is my opinion. This is my personal opinion. After the Great Flood, something happened. And the humanity that started again the world was different with respect to the humanity that was living before the Great Flood. Let's say like that.
What is the year of the Great Flood? Is it associative to the Younger Dryas period, the idea that something hit the earth from the sky and caused a catastrophe that kind of annihilated many things? What is that story?
I suggest to follow the last conference that we did in Bologna, where we explained everything about the Giza plateau. I made a presentation about the discovery of a second sphinx, probably. And Corrado Malanga made a presentation mainly focused on the Great Flood, where the pyramids were completely covered by water and remained for 200 or 300 years underwater before the water began to re-establish the original levels. Probably this the Great Flood was provoked by something coming from the space that hit the earth, and something happened. Because of the, the pyramids were very strong, so survived this catastrophic event. And we can observe also why, and so we can also know why the Pyramid of Khafre remained with the top of the how you say, the stones, the Pyramid of Khafre is the top of the Pyramid of Khafre still have the original stone covering. Okay, why? Because the level of the water remained there. Because the Pyramid of Khafre, the topography of the Pyramid of Khafre is higher with respect to the topography of the Pyramid of Cheops. The Pyramid of Cheops absolutely is higher, but the topography is lower with respect to the topography of the Pyramid of Khafre. So they remained a lot of years underwater, and there all the stones that was covering the pyramids went away, because the water is dramatic on those kind of stones that are on the side, of the face of the pyramids. And then after 200 or 300 years, this water went away, and everything began again. But humanity was different with respect to the humanity before the Great Flood.
It seems to, in my very simple, ignorant mind, that who or whatever created the pyramids perhaps had access to either be able to have a sense of the totality of Earth, or be able to see it from very high above, because of the latitude and there's the claims that it's like how do they call it? I'm looking it up right now. It's claimed to be at the center of Earth. Some researchers claim that Giza lies near the geographic center of Earth's landmass. Like it seems like it's not just a bunch of prehistoric cavemen kind of kicking rocks around on the ground. They had a sense of Earth, it seems. Yes?
Absolutely, yes. Who built the pyramid knew everything about the universe, about our solar system, about the Earth, knew everything. So they were a kind of humanity that had the consciousness, not the consciousness like we have now, very meticulous in only one thing. Today humanity is like that. It's sectorites, like the ants. They sectorize the knowledge only in a narrow bandwidth, in a specific thing enough. I don't know if I am explaining well this thing. The humanity that used to live before the Great Flood, they were aware of everything. So they knew a lot about the universe, about who they were, because today we don't know who we are. Today humanity doesn't know who it is. we don't know who we are. Today, we born with two things: public debt and the things of the church. How you say? Peccato originale. Today, I say it in Italian. Okay, so we born that we have a public debt. I have a debt. I have bond in this world, and I have a debt. It's not good. Today, people
we're born slaves.
Slaves. Today, people are only if you go outside to your house. Are you in United States? You are in United States, no, in US. Okay, in US. You go out to people, and you hear money, dollars, billions, millions, $200, all this. This is a mantra, no, that is rude. It is deleterious on people. So it is a really strong mind conditionment. How you say? Condizionamento della mente, no? That is conditioning. That is really impossible. Impossible. We need time to reset what it was humanity before the great flood. So it means that why we are like that it is not very simple to say something. No, why today we are so low in terms of consciousness, in terms of frequencies, in terms of who I am. I don't know why we are like that today. Why? Humans are not. We do not need any kind of religion, any kind of government. We are an entity, independent entities, autoconsistenti, self-consistencies. We have everything about the universe, everything. We know everything. You know everything. Everything. I know everything. You know everything. So there is something that is conditioning humanity. And I don't want to say that something provoked purposely the great flood. I don't want to say this. But something happened. And from that time, everything changed. Everything.
I'd take a moment and share a word from a sponsor that I am sincerely very excited about because I have been using them even before they became a sponsor. It is ButcherBox. ButcherBox delivers to your door the highest quality protein at an affordable price. I think they're amazing. They care very much about the life and the quality of the animals, so they are third-party humane certified. There's no antibiotics used. The fish that you're getting from ButcherBox are wild caught. The meat is pasture raised, is grass fed. The animals are living a sustainable, healthy, happy life. And I think that the sourcing of your food, no matter what you're eating, whether you're eating plants or veggies or fruit or animals or whatever, I think the source matters most. I think this is such an important detail, and ButcherBox handles that. If you want to get highest quality protein delivered to your door at an affordable price and get yourself a discount, you can go to butcherbox.com/align to get $20 off your first box, plus your choice of free ground beef for life or free chicken thighs or top sirloins in every box for a year with free shipping always. That's butcherbox.com/align. Again, that's butcherbox.com/align. Be sure to use my link so they know we sent you. Do you believe humans have been, I've heard the language, seeded by extraterrestrial consciousness? I've heard that humans, we've been interbred with extraterrestrials. It seems to me like there's something deeper happening with the pyramids. When you say it's people that built the pyramids, the only thing that makes sense to me is that the people were like ants and they were being governed by some other form of consciousness. It doesn't make sense in my intuitive mind, which is just my stony thoughts, that just people built pyramids.
It could be possible. It could be possible. Could be possible. Why not? But if you, I like to believe to this, that the Great Flood was the beginning into slave of humanity, to be slave of humanity, or something like a change of who was governing the planet at that time. So something changed, and so humanity went from a slave or to another slave, or vabbè. It could be something like that, and you are right. You are right thinking that, okay, the pyramids were built by a mega consciousness person that had those superpowers, and so he was able to calculate everything very precisely, to moving the stones from there to there, and so building those huge things. Okay, can be possible, but we have to think also that maybe humanity before the Great Flood was able to do those kind of things.
What about the properties of the stones and the crystals and the rocks that they used to put together the pyramids? Why is the king's chamber use, from what I've read, granite blocks transported from far away? What's the specificity of the types of structures that the pyramids are constructed from?
Yeah, or the properties or those particular stones, monolithic blocks that are built, the Serapeum, no? The Serapeum, how you say, containers, no? That are there, yes. That because the granite has a particular vibrational properties that are very specific with respect to other kind of stones. Why? Because the vibrations are very greedy in terms of matter density. It means that if the matter is very dense, okay, the acoustic information will travel very fast and with low attenuation. So, in particular parts of the inside of the pyramids, of course, they are built by different materials. Let's say the Grand Gallery, let's say we are talking about the Pyramid of Cheops, let's say the King's Chamber and other specific things, yes, because had to be very particular in terms of frequency vibration. So, they had to vibrate at particular frequencies. Low frequencies, I'm speaking about 3 or 3 point something hertz. 3 point, about 3, between 3 and 4 hertz.
And Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, look at things through energy, frequency, and vibration.
Absolutely, yes. As I told you before, we are all frequencies. Our reality, where in my personal opinion, is only a simulation, can be only a simulation. It is governed by the law of information theory. So the law of information theory is based all and everything on frequencies. If I watch the sky now, it is nearly 6 o'clock. I have to wait. We have to wait 4 hours, no? At 10 o'clock. I watch the sky and the stars. Those are numbers. It's all a simulation. And that simulation is all this reality, the things that I touch, if I drink a glass of water, my body is a realization of a Fourier transform. of all the reality that our consciousness does every time. So you can watch a continuous of interferometric patterns of reality. It is well done. It is like a super computer where we are connected with it. We auto-generate a body. We auto-generate a body, something the sense, my eyes, my sense, but everything is a simulation. Can be a simulation. This is my personal opinion.
Why are the pyramids the shape of a pyramid and then why is the Sphinx the shape of a Sphinx? How do you respond to that?
Yes, the pyramid has a shape of a pyramid because the geometrical shape of the pyramid is made to attract vibration. Is a vibrational antenna, the pyramid. It is absolutely a vibrational antenna that attracts the vibration of the acoustic. I'm talking about vibrations in the acoustic domain of the wind, okay? The vibration also of the sun, because the sun emits electromagnetic energy, and the electromagnetic energy is immediately converted into phonons, into acoustics, okay? And also the acoustics of the earth. So you have the low frequencies acoustic of the earth, the acoustics generated by the wind, and the acoustics generated by the sun, that are everything trapped inside, and then with the help of the water, that the water is fundamental. We are made of water. Then we speak also about the water. And so the water, if those shafts going down exists, this water balance has the the function to balance and to filter and to regulate all these frequencies, and the frequencies were used to do something. At the moment, we don't know what. In my personal opinion, was used to certain people to go from one part to another part in the space and in the time inside the universe.
To go from one what to one what?
One part to another part of the universe in the space-time.
Like astral project, like move your consciousness, travel, like an air. You
everyone
that you believe that the pyramids are like an airport.
An airport, yes. How you say a hub, an extraterrestrial. After this, they will retract my PhD. I tell you, an extra. They will retract my PhD. It's an extra a teleport, yes, a space-time teleport of human consciousness. This we can do it. We can say it, yes. A space-time teleport of human consciousness.
And you believe that's what
you
believe that's what the tombs are. They were for living bodies of people to go and potentially.
No, they never found. How you say? We have to distinguish two kinds of humanities. No. The humanities that found after the Great Flood the pyramids. Oh, how nice they are! So all the dynasties and all that went after. So they found those things. Okay, it's mine. I am Ra. It's mine. Okay, I stay there. I live there. Okay, and the humanity before the Great Flood. So we have to distinguish two kinds of humanities. So all the dynasties. I know nothing about pharaohs. So don't ask me about the pharaohs. But I know the word dynasties, okay? The dynasties, the dynastic period was post-flood. So the degraded humanity that survived the Great Flood. Okay, they found those nice pyramids. Okay, this I survived the Great Flood. Okay, I found the pyramid is mine. I live here. Okay, but the people, the dynastic people, did not build the pyramids. They were built before by other people.
But the specifically the tomb where it's, you know, for the shape of a body to lay in, is your belief that was a place for a living person to lay in and have an out of body experience?
Yes.
And you believe the whole entire structure of pyramids was to create some level of coherence with the universe in order to be able to step into like a portal of sorts.
Yes, and to guide the out of the body energy, to guide it to another place. It's important that this is my opinion. This is my opinion because it can work. It can work.
Why that makes sense to me about the structure, shape, location of the pyramids. Why is the Sphinx the shape of the Sphinx?
Ma no, the Sphinx or the Sphinxes, the plural, is something to make decorative, to say people that we are in the duality. According to the dream stele, there are two Sphinx, one there and one to another part. And those are monumental architects that are nothing to be considered with the pyramid, that it is the machine. It's like when you buy a limousine, you have the engine, or you buy, a Ferrari, where you have the engine and the logo of the Ferrari. Okay, the engine is the pyramid, and the logo of the Ferrari are that gives you information about the Ferrari, are the Sphinxes. I don't know if I explained it better, if I explained well this. So the Sphinx is not the geometry of the Sphinx hasn't got a geometry. Also, if you watch the material, no, but we have to go inside, of course, to see what there is. But it's something too decorative. I'm sorry, okay. Maybe I'm wrong, Maybe I'm wrong. Like when you buy a Ferrari.
So the pyramids of Giza are like a space shuttle of sorts.
Yeah.
And the Sphinx is like the emblem at the hood.
Yes.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's something like that. It can be like that.
And there's cylinders going beneath the Sphinx as well. And is there also the chamber beneath the Sphinx?
Yes.
How deep are the cylinders, and how wide are the cylinders, and how many cylinders are there under?
All these structures, they go somewhere that has the same depth inside that we measured belonging between 650 meters up to more than 1 kilometer below.
Wow. What do you think about the city of Atlantis?
I am not expert about this. I can tell you my experience in reading books. I agree with the personal opinion of Professor Malanga that he believes Atlantis to exist times years ago in Antarctica. But I'm not expert in this. So Atlantis, there are a lot of information if we read the ancient philosophers, like Platone, and so they are describing Atlantis. So yes, Atlantis existed. I studied the Emerald tables, where they say that God thought returned by Atlantis. Atlantis was sinking, so his work was to restore the knowledge of Atlantis into the land of Chem. So maybe he is the designer of the Giza plateau, God thought.
I wonder if Earth itself is a spaceship.
Can be possible.
And that
can be possible.
What's your best guess for what human beings are? If we're in a state of amnesia and we've forgotten something about ourselves, what do you believe humans? Who do you believe humans are, and what do you believe we've forgotten about ourselves?
But I am very sure about this. We are God. We are God, not other gods. We are God. I say this also 100 times. We are God, not others. So if we are God, we created the universe. We created the supercomputer that stands on the universe. We created everything. We created duality because with duality we can understand what is things, what are things with duality. So we created duality. We created the death, which is something virtual, because we are no time and no space entities, because space and time is virtual inside the software. So it is an illusion, no? Time is going, it is 6 o'clock, now we have to stop this presentation, this interview. No, it is an illusion. And what we are doing here, we are reproposing the illusion. Think about this. The illusion of life, the illusion of money, the illusion of being a millionaire, the illusion of everything. An illusion inside the illusion. So, we are here inside this reality, of course, to know, to recognize ourselves, to recognize us, to recognize our power, and to be aware that we are God and we don't need nothing. We don't need nothing. I don't want nothing because I want nothing. I'm sorry. I don't want anything because I am already everything. I am already everything.
Yeah, you are that which you seek.
I am what I think to be.
But you are that which you seek. The thing that people are seeking through God and through religion and through money and through sex and through power and through influence and through the clothes they wear and the feelings. And I want love. I want to feel safe. You are all of that which you seek already. That's the game.
Yeah. Absolutely. You just said what I was thinking, because I have a language barrier in front of me. I'm sorry for my English, but
No, it's amazing. It's perfect.
Next time maybe we can do it in Italian. It could be better, no?
Yeah, for sure.
Or we can say it in Latin. It's the same.
Yeah, let's just do Latin next time. I am incredibly grateful for you and the level of courage that you have to go beyond normal and to be a person. You and people like you are invaluable because you are deeply steeped and accredited in the Western perspectives. And you're deeply steeped or accredited within technology and all the things that we here on Earth and Western culture can respect. We can hang our hats and we respect that. And you're simultaneously courageous enough to be a bridge into the frontier of what maybe we don't know everything. And you're willing to actually truly be an explorer of that, which I think is it's courageous, and I really appreciate it very much.
Thanks a lot, and thank you for inviting me to this interview. I think that we have to work to disseminate the information that people has to wake up. Everyone has to wake up again. Ecco, make humanity wake up again. How you say? No, not make America great again, but make people to be aware again. No, something like that. It's so. No, but it's true. It's true.
I agree. I think that's all. I think that's all we're doing. Yeah. Everything else we're doing is like accoutrement, or it's like whatever you think your job is. You think that you're a busboy. You think that you're a CEO. You think that you're a podcast host. You think that you're an engineer. You think you're whatever. Ultimately, everything that you're actually doing is just a grander process of this of waking up. And I believe that the deepest pain that we're experiencing is that we're actually lost in the maze of our mind. And in the mind is where you can have greed and envy and all the things that most of the spiritual books, like the Bible, for example, would call like a sin. A sin is to be out of coherence. What we actually are is we're love. We're actually infinite light. Anything that is
extra universe. We are outside the universe. Outside the box, you say, but it's a box. The universe is the box. Is the universe? Is the box? Is a trap?
We're probably both outside and inside simultaneously of what we perceive or call the universe. Would be my guess.
Absolutely.
And anything that's a forgetting of that absolute coherence will create friction and entropy and disorganization. And ultimately, if you get stuck in there too long and you fight it, you experience suffering. And I think suffering is a natural kind of like within the simulation. It's like it's mathematically driving you back into coherence because the pain and the suffering, our systems don't like to be incoherent. And anytime that you are addicted to something, anytime that you are in a state of lying, anytime you're in a state of avoidance of your authenticity, of your truth, anytime you are coveting something, you're greedy, any of that, you will experience entropy and you'll experience a sensation of friction. And ultimately, if you can die before you die, and you can truly let it all go, like the path of many, prophets that we read about, then you can finally live. And I believe that's everything that you're doing actually is just a process to that. It's just, kind of surrounds that everything. One thing, which is
good. Yes. Everything is the process of this. Yes. Everything contributes to this process. As we said before, no, we need nothing in this life, nothing. Absolutely. And humanity, what is doing is eating the earth. Look how hot is it outside. They are cutting all the trees. We are eating ourselves. We are eating our house, our home. It's our home, the earth. We have to respect the nature, not eating it. We have to respect animals. We are here to respect animals, not to eat the animals, but to respect them.
And if you're in a state of fear, which culturally it seems like perhaps culture is in a state of like PTSD of sorts, or like trauma. So if you're stuck in a state of fear, then you start doing weird things. You can hurt the people around you. You can hurt yourself. You start acting in reactive ways. And if you can come into a state of releasing that fear, or maybe leaning into it and like going on the hero's journey of facing all the things that you're afraid of within yourself, facing all the dragons, then on the other side of that, I think, is a state of love and compassion and forgiveness and grace. And you don't need to have this chronic disease of more. I think the Western culture, our greatest disease is more.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a plague.
It is how you say, una malattia. When I'm
it's a malady.
Something. Not, so maybe this interview we can reach the consciousness of the people, that of some people, and maybe we can wake up more and more people to be better, to stay better in our better in peace, without war, without nothing that we are living today. Today we have to plant trees because we are eating our earth, and we will remain with nothing.
From this perspective, I feel like the pyramids could be seen as a hub or an airport, but they also could be seen as a hospital.
Also, yeah.
So it's if we
an airport, a spaceport, an hospital. It is the house of life, not the house of death, because today they are depicted like the house of death. No, it is the house of life. Say the opposite things that is given today, and you are right.
I agree. You were connected to me with the people at Gaia, so I want to shout out the people at Gaia. You have your presentations happening with them. You're doing something coming up. This will go out after that, but people can check out more of your stuff over there as well. So I want to thank them for that. And thank you so much, man. I really genuinely, this was so much more than I was anticipating. So I really appreciate you. I'll include links to all of your work in the show notes here. And yeah, I appreciate you very much. Thank you all for tuning in. That's it. That's all. I'll see you next week.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, you might also enjoy this episode over here, as well as this one over here. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video.